y'all, what's up with and I'm back and I'm better like never before. And today's video is a crazy story time. Unfortunately, I don't have alcohol. Y'all know I like to drink when I tell my stories, but I don't got no liquor, so I do got the hookah though. So let's get right into the story. This, as y'all can read by the title, is the story, the Houston trip from hell. Crazy part about it is we were so thirsty to like go. Like we were so ready to go, so ready to be on vacation, no work, no nothing. Ooh, I'm ashy. I'm always ashy. We were so ready to go, so ready to be on vacation, just so ready to kick it. Me and Mia kept saying, I can't wait to be in the club with the loudspeakers. Cash out, thick bitch from the west side. Like that shit. And Super Gremlin bumping on the speakers. G in the club. Be so freaking lit. So we were super ecstatic to go. Turns out that it was a weekend from hell. So I can start by saying I got sick right before the trip. And lucky enough, I was negative and I was cleared. I was able to go on the trip. So that right there made me want to cry. They all went down. I caught a flight later in the day. And yeah, so we ended up going to Parma the first night. That was pretty fun. Now, I'll include some clips here so y'all can see that night. We had a ball. And actually, a few of the video that's on the phone in my intro is the Houston trip. Like, it was so lit. I made like a montage, vlog style TikTok. And I ended up using it for my intro because my life be lit. So, yeah. We actually had fun that night. It was pretty fun. Nothing too crazy really happened that night. So the next night was New Year's Eve. We were just in an Airbnb taking shots, getting ready. We had actually went out to eat earlier in the day, and that was an adventure in itself because basically it was just so hard finding somewhere to eat. And then we went, they were saying like, oh, they going grocery shopping. Like, it gave real ghetto. I really don't remember the name of the place, but it was just ghetto because it was like already 3 o'clock in the afternoon. How you don't have the food cooked? How is the food not being cooked? And how is it not ready to serve? That was the issue. So, and we end up going to, I really don't remember what it's called. So then we went back to the Airbnb. Like I said, we was taking shots. We was just kicking it, playing music, laughing, taking each other picture, like, you know, our New Year's Eve pictures. And why am I getting so many followers all of a sudden? But yeah, we was vibing. We actually was like all putting on for a section. Because if you know, you know, New Year's sections are high AF. Like, they're expensive. It was actually this girl, and she was getting on our nerves. Well, my nerves. But let me speak for myself. I'm only going to speak for myself in this video. This girl was getting on my nerves because for somebody to have so much to say, she wasn't putting no money towards nothing. She wasn't, like, helping towards nothing. We wasn't using her car. Like, there was no benefit to her even being there. She didn't put on for the Airbnb, like nothing. Like, you're just here and you're bothersome, like you're troublesome, you're irritating. So it was kind of getting on my nerves because I hate, like, if you're the loudest person in the room, they don't have nothing to do with nothing. You get me? So she just had everything to say about everything, and then we're saying how she not putting on because she paying for the cover charge and that whole thing. So, which is cool. I mean, it's fine. Honestly, I didn't get why they would want to put on for a section and have to pay a cover charge. I personally wouldn't have did that. But that's why I personally plan trips with my friends. Like however many of my friends is going, we're just going to split whatever it is that we doing, whatever fees. You know, just like we just be buying that shit. I didn't understand like why she was even put into the situation. But she just couldn't take herself out. And that was the problem. Y'all doing this wrong. Y'all adding wrong. Y'all doing this wrong. Like, y'all, it was just, you gotta remember, like, it was like almost 20 of us that went down there. So it was some type of like, you know, organizing, orchestrating that needed to be done. And for somebody that wasn't a part of that orchestration, you had everything to say. Like, and that was just getting on my nerves. So me and my friend was drunk, and we was like telling people like, we need your money, we need your money, like we need this, we need that. We off by this, by that. Whole time we drunk and count wrong. That's what's really tea. I mean, I was like kind of looking at each other across the room, like smiling, laughing, because we know, like, bitch, we just lit. So we like, okay, y'all, come on, let's go. We leave. Then we go to the place that we got a section. I believe it was Space that we had a section in. And when we get there, mind you, they texted me like this whole text saying like it's recommended that you come early and pay for your section. It's gonna be busy, da da da. It's New Year's. Like, we get it. Like, we get it. First off, this is not our home state. So being on vacation, you kind of gotta, you know, like, you kind of gotta know what you doing when it comes to plans. But the way that they worded the message, like, I get it, but the way that they worded it, it was like totally optional. She had already put down the down payment for the section, so we just thinking that we had our section. So when we get to the door, they like, it ain't no more of those sections, and we just like, huh? Like, what do you mean there's no more of those sections? The only section that they had left was double the price of what we, and then, you know, you gotta bring cash. Like we just wasn't prepared. And we could have, you know, we could have just got the bigger section or the more expensive. It actually wasn't even bigger. Same amount of people, same amount of space. I guess just where it was located in the club that it was more expensive. So we could have did it, but at the same time, it was just like, y'all just played in our face. So nobody really wanted to do it. But then again, we like, it's New Year's, like, it's 10 o'clock. We gonna fuck around and miss the countdown, like, going through all of this. The security guard ended up getting irritated with us, I guess. So when we was with our guy friends down there, and he basically said like, well, what's up, y'all? We could be niggas. Like, you know, he basically said something smart to saying like, what, y'all want to fight about it? To the dudes. Our friends are hotheads. Like, they're literal hotheads. They will not play. But even the girls, like, I'm like that at least. You only got one time to ask me what's up. So as soon as he said that, it was like they was on 10. And then we was already drinking Casamigos, like drinking all different type of bottles. They was trying to get us to take shots and stuff in the Airbnb. But we like, y'all, we have like 10 bottles. We had like 10 bottles anyways. So, what was it, 10? No, it was probably like 5. But when you think about it, that's a lot of liquor. They were already drinking. I don't think that they understood that we had all of these bottles at the club. And we wasn't trying to be slapped leaving either. So when the security guard started saying stuff like that, he like, one of my friends in specific, he really like took it wrong. Not took it wrong, but he took it to heart. As soon as he said it, he took it to heart. He tried to bug up. So now all the girls are like trying to calm them down. I don't know if I should get them like alternate names. For the sake of the way that this video ends, I'm not going to give them names. I'm not going to say their name, and I'm just not going to give them no names. I'm not going to even incriminate us like that. Like, I'm not even going to go there. So my other friend gets mad because he feel like y'all sold our section. Which I agree, because if we paid a down payment, then we should have our section. Their whole thing was, your down payment secured you a section. It was first pick. So whatever section you get, it depends on how fast you come and pay. We weren't told that. It seemed like it was 100% optional to go pay for the section early. So you can imagine how that went. My feet are screaming. We spent like 10 minutes before we even walked to the door of the club, which is like around the corner, taking pictures in the parking lot. I was pretty much over it. Once that happened, I just walked back to the car. So we ended up going to this other place. And in the midst of that, the girl that I told y'all like just had so much to say about everything, she was like trying to tell us, oh, y'all could go there and stand in line for a long time, and y'all could go do this and that, that's on y'all. And I'm just like, okay, we will. And my friend pulled off because it's like you have so much to say about everything. We paid like $100 to skip the line. That wasn't bad at all. And we just got in there, so we having fun. Y'all already know who in it. The girl that said she was going somewhere else and was talking shit about us going, of course. And my friend paid for her, and that low-key blew me because it's just like, she was talking all that stuff when it came to the section and talking all that stuff about a cover charge. She could have paid for her own cover charge, if you want to be honest. So the night was cool. We had drinks, not too many, like we wasn't drunk or nothing. We did the countdown, they did the balloon drop. It was nice. Like, I include the clips or whatever. We took some game pictures, you know, drunk club shit. Like, we just feeling each other vibe. We just, you know, miss each other. One of our friends ended up leaving us, and yeah, so we were supposed to Uber back to the Airbnb. She had a rental. One of the guys that was with us, I was trying to make sure, like, because he plans to leave at like 3 o'clock in the morning because he had a flight. So, to go like somewhere else that wasn't home. So I was trying to get a hold of him so that we didn't have to Uber. At the restaurant earlier in that day, the waiter said, like, you know, there's fake Ubers, like, just be careful for sex trafficking, and like they'll try to kidnap you, whatever. So that was big and heavy on my mind, especially when we lit. Yeah, I just wanted to catch him. So as we leaving the club, y'all, we all leaving out the club at different times. So I walk out and I just see Mia trying to hold back our guy friend from getting into it with this dude. Mia's trying to hold our friend back. I guess my friend tried to talk to one of the girls across the street, well, across the parking lot, and she had a nigga. I don't know what went wrong, but you just see Mia trying to hold him back, and he runs around the freaking car. Literally, y'all, I blink. I literally, we told the story so many times. I literally blink and all three of them. So Mia here, y'all know Destiny, she's here, and then the guy friend that she was trying to hold back. They all in front of this group of people, and simultaneously, literally, I blink and they all swing at the exact same time. That's how I seen it. I don't know if that's what happened. Stuff was just going in slow motion, y'all. Like, I don't understand how it was going so slow. My man was like a movie. So once I seen Destiny punch, I'm like, oh, something is happening, because she's more like laid back. Like, I don't know, she's just not as turnt as me and Mia. So when I seen her punch, like, it like happened like that, like slow motion, looked at all three of them. So I just like jumped over her and like, of course, jumped in. But it was literally, I don't think y'all get it, it was literally like a movie. From there, we all just fighting. I'm holding they stuff. I got Mia purse, my purse, Mia shoes, my shoes, and Mia phone in my hand. I know Destiny like threw whatever and started swinging, and I don't know if I picked it up first or if I already had Mia stuff. That I can't really tell y'all. I really don't remember. I just know I was fighting with a handful of stuff. But the girls, that was an easy W. When I tell y'all that was easy, that was an easy W, child. Like, them girls did not stand a chance. It came to a point to where I literally was dragging one girl by her hair, and Mia was just kicking her, like, following us. I'm dragging her this way, and Mia like kicking her, because it was like, first off, it's only 3 girls out here. Man, y'all, all of our friends did not walk out of the club yet. So it's like a group of y'all and us 4. So you gotta get it how you live, player. So as the fight went on, like, people started like inching out. Like, some of our friends went to the bathroom, some of them was just at other places. So like as time went on, like more and more started inching out. So then the fight took a turn where my other guy friend, he literally like jumped in and knocked somebody out, not knowing he knocked out the security guard. So when he knocked out the security guard, literally everything changed. So as like, we gotta y'all, this is crazy. I'm gonna insert the footage because it's literally that freaking crazy. Somebody put it on TikTok, but they didn't get like the whole fight, they got the middle. They got like the end of the first fight, because after so long our friends started feeding out of the club that they end up jumping some dude. So that's the part that they got before our friend knocked out the security guard, and it turned into like a brawl. Like, this is our first club brawl. So when he knocked out the security guard, I blinked. All I know is more and more people started coming out the club, but they were all in uniform. And it's like, you can't really blame my friend for knocking them out, because their uniform was like a graphic tee. So in his mind, like, you know, in his mind, it's just a regular person in a graphic t-shirt that's in a fight. All he saw was his people fighting, so he jumped in. So you can't even really be mad at him. And now it's our people versus they people, and well, our people versus the staff of the club, literally outside brawling. And it was so many people just like feeding. It was constantly people like being added to the fight, that eventually our crew got outnumbered. But they definitely held their own, and we definitely got in our ass. But Mia and Destiny was not trying to get out of the man fight. Like, I kept trying to tell them, like, when dudes are fighting, it gets rough. Like, dudes like to shoot. We don't know who these people are. We not at home. We not in our home state. Like, we gotta get out of here. So I kept trying to tell them, like, get out of their fight, because after the girls is done, I'm done. I fight niggas, but I'll fight a nigga one-on-one. I'll fight another man one-on-one or something like that. Maybe if it's a few of them. Like, the first fight, if I wasn't fighting girls and they were fighting boys, I would have jumped in and fought like that. But once it turned to a whole brawl, it's like, okay, because not everybody gonna let you beat them up. Not everybody take L's lightly. And I just feel like men like to, even women, I cut my elbow, but even women, they like to shoot. So at some point I gotta get out. And that's when I was trying to tell them, like, okay, ladies, like, y'all are this big, it's all of these buff ass niggas, security guards, bouncers, like, y'all gotta get out of the fight. And they was not having it. And then some dude, like, he tried to muff me. He missed. How you miss a muff? And I'm just standing there looking like, because y'all, it was literally like a movie. Everywhere you looked across the parking lot, it was a different fight happening. Like, it was just so much shit happening. One of our guy friends got jumped. He thought he got shot in the back. Don't ask. He tried to muff me. He missed. And then he tried to swing off Mia and Destiny, like, both punched them both. And he missed both punches. And I'm just like, you're a sack of shit. Like, you're literally weak. You're a whole man. Like, what the fuck? At some point, dudes start grabbing their waistband. I'm like, okay, we have to go. Like, they will kill us. I'm pretty sure they don't give a fuck about killing us. Somebody started shooting, and we just like, whoever we was closest to, we grabbed them and ran. So I was closest to Mia. I'm like, come on, Mia, we gotta go. Even though she normally the one that's on go when it comes to shooting stuff. Don't judge. All our group ended up getting separated like 4 different ways. Everybody was everywhere across Houston, and we was walking around the corner like get away from the parking lot. One of our friends was sitting on the ground next to the homeless man, shoulder to shoulder with a homeless man against the gate, talking about, they shot me in my back. Like, he swore up and down he was shot in the back. To the point where Mia was like trying to grab him, like, come on, and he was like rolling around, like acting so stiff. Like, he was really shot in the back. I'm like, Lord, I need a cigarette. I hate cigarettes and I need a cigarette. He wasn't shot in the back, y'all. That was the first thing we checked for before she started telling him, like, come on. He kept throwing my phone. Whose phone is this? Like, throwing my phone. I'm like, I'm gonna slap you if you don't chill out. We are not at home. Then we just hear like sirens and like everything riding past us. If they hear us or something, we're getting arrested. We're going to jail. We cannot go to jail in another state. So boom, fast forward, we end up getting one of our friends to come back from the Airbnb to come pick us up off the curb. We cram into the car and go back to the Airbnb. We all just talking about the different stories, the different perspectives, laughing. Some people were mad, and one of our friends was like really pissed off because he felt like we left him, but he didn't realize that we all got left, like we all got separated. So it's nothing. It was just, he was angry in the moment. He didn't really get it. That friend, his cousin, he was in the car with his cousin, not knowing that our friend, my female friends, had their car key because one of the guys gave them her car key. So that's why they were stuck. So when one of our, Destiny lost her phone in the parking lot or whatever, we don't know where she lost her phone, but she went to go look for her phone, and then that's when they realized, when we called them to tell them like y'all got their car key, that's when they was able to give it to them. But they never left out with the intentions on bringing anybody the car key. So we didn't know, we didn't know she ever had it. And why would you even give somebody else your car key? Like, you should have a purse, going out, like, be a lady, keep up with your stuff. So she was all on the phone like, I slapped the fuck out of one of y'all, like just trying to bug up on them about this car key. But I just feel like when you got the car key back, why you ain't bug up? We called our friend, like, because he the only one that didn't come to Houston. We called him, telling him everything that happened, laughing, joking, like sprained ankles. Like, it was just a mess, y'all. Like, I really don't think y'all understand. The friend that was angry, he ended up like, he was about to leave, and he told somebody like, okay, let me know when you get back to Dallas. He like, oh, you finna go to Dallas right now? And he like, yeah. So I'm like, right, like, I know you mad, but you don't gotta drive back to Dallas right now. Like, Dallas and Houston is not around the corner from each other. So then his cousin gets I don't even remember what she said, y'all. It was just like, don't worry about him, and he go to Dallas if he wants to. Like, just kept saying that. The same cousin that said that she was gonna slap the fuck out of them, and the same cousin that had so much to say about the section she didn't pay for, or about anything, the liquor she wasn't paying for, or nothing. After he said that, he kept walking. He was walking out of the door, and Mia was behind him. So it was like, as soon as she closed the door, the girl said something to me. And I'm like, and I was already thinking like, watch, she gonna try to bug up when ain't nobody else around. But it's okay, because, I hold my own. She starts saying that, and I'm like, nobody's talking to you. And we sitting at the same kitchen table. She packing her luggage. It ain't no beef now, though, because it was a senseless argument and fight. But it's just like the extra. So we sitting at the table, and I'm just like, no one's talking to you. And I just keep saying, but nobody's talking to you. I didn't say shit to you. Nobody's talking to you. She keeps saying, fuck, I said what I said. Ooh, like she was just doing all of that. And I'm just like, say nothing to you, though. No one's talking to you. I can talk to my homie if I want to. Nobody's talking to you. I said, what's up? And I had started to walk off because I'm like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. Like, I just keep saying no one was talking to you. And it's very evident that nobody was talking to you, and you just want to be irrelevant. So many times with me saying nobody's talking to you, okay, and I said what I said, nobody's talking to you, nobody's talking to you, she was just like, so what's up? So as soon as she said so what's up, I literally, like, it was a chair in between us. I don't know what I did to the chair. I don't know if I walked through the chair. I don't know if I walked on the chair. I don't know what I did to the chair. The chair broke, but I literally just know I got through that chair, and I ran up on her because I just feel like, first off, I'm from Chicago. You don't say what's up if you don't want to see what's up. And what the fuck am I supposed to say to that? Y'all tell me. What was I supposed to say to so what's up? None. I'm just saying. No, it's not giving that. It's never going to give that. So I just ran up. I just remember, like, also, because she was big, so I was on defense mode. Like, she tall. Y'all know I'm this big. So whenever I fight big people, I'm not scared of you. I'm just going to get on defense. So I literally, like, yanked her by her whole wig before. I don't know if I hit her first or what. It just happened so quick. So I know I yanked her by her wig, like by her whole head though, and she ended up taking my wig, like snatching my wig off. But we was fighting for a long time. But this was, at this point, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, because you got to think about, we did the countdown in the club. We got outside at 10 o'clock. Like, we left the Airbnb at 10 o'clock. So it's like 4 o'clock in the morning now. So we fighting. One of our friends got a sprained ankle. He just sitting at the table, like, looking, because there's nothing he can do. Pretty much the house let us fight because everybody was so over it. Like, and then eventually, like, somebody came to break it up, grab each one of us. And then the kicker, y'all, when we was done fighting, I'm like, go get my wig. Somebody go get my fucking wig. That's all I care about, go get my wig. They bring my wig, cool beans. Next day, we're waking up, not even next day, because honestly the same day. We're waking up an hour later, hour and a half tops, saying that the friend that we was telling the whole story to back at home got killed. So we've been like, basically once that happened, once we found out that news, our trip literally was like over. We didn't go nowhere else. We didn't go eat nowhere. Like, we got little fast food things, but that was it. Like, we literally did not go nowhere else. Eventually, I get ready to do my hair. I'm like, okay, I can't keep looking like this. I don't have my wig on. My natural hair wasn't braided under it, so I looked crazy. Y'all know I did the big chop, so I just looked crazy. I go to put my wig on, and as soon as I pick it up, I said, this is not my wig. That's the freaking kicker. Like, this is not my wig. So I instantly call him, and I'm like, she has my wig. Now, mind y'all, they went to Dallas right after we fought. So I'm in Houston, you're in Dallas, and we have different wigs. I honestly thought she was going to be petty because her wig was so cheap, or at least it felt so cheap, that I'm like, she's not going to care to get this wig back. And now my $600 wig, or not $600, $500 wig is going to be down the freaking drain. I literally had to beg him to send my wig. I know he was mad at us still, so it was just like, I get your anger, but your cousin got her wig. I don't have my wig. I wasn't petty. I let her get her wig. So let me get my wig. So we just sat in the house drinking like wine coolers and twisted teas and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, that was basically it. Monday we all flew back. We had different flights, like I said, it was so many of us, but y'all, we tore the Airbnb up. Like, the chair was broke. One of my friends was mad he got jumped. The one who got shot in the back, he punched a hole in the wall. Like, that trip was literally a trip from hell. Yeah, that's tea on the world's worst freaking weekend in Houston. Houston weekend from hell. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good. We're trying to get to 4K, because that's when I'm gonna do my designer bag giveaway, so don't sleep. And yeah, comment down below whatever. I'm responding to all comments, so yeah, let's start a conversation. But that was definitely crazy. I'm not disclosing what club this was, because we like to go back one day. Like, we like to not get banned. If y'all enjoy, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, all that good, and I'll definitely see you all in the next one. Bye.